I have never been as close to anybody in my life as I was to my grandmother. She raised me. My parents were away when I was young for work, for other things. So she raised me. And for at least 14, 15 years, she could not get out of the house because of me. I was very academic. I was extremely dedicated to my studies, and I wouldn't go anywhere because there was always something on, and I wouldn't let her go anywhere because I would just not feel well if she wasn't in the house. So I had never imagined being away from her for a long time. I always planned on bringing her over with me or constantly visiting her when I was planning my life. Now, for 5 or 6 years, I couldn't see her. She died in 2023. Her health had deteriorated significantly. She had dementia in her old age, and I could not see her for a substantial time, in great part because of the court proceedings we had. In those proceedings, we also discovered correspondence that clarified that, the government bodies had deliberately, they knew about the situation, and they deliberately created obstacles to prevent me from visiting her. And it's not personal. It's part of a strategy that they have. They do this with everybody who's on the other side, because what they want is for people to give up, for people to choose between their personal life and holding them accountable. They try to exhaust financial resources. They draw everything out. So the fact of the matter is that we're extremely under-resourced. It's a miraculous thing that we're doing what we do and still going strong. We have a hearing, for instance, on Wednesday, and we should have already lodged all the documents for it. We haven't. We are still trying to do as much as we can. What happens at these hearings is that either the matter gets decided without the documents, in which case we lose, or we don't get everything we want, or we should get, or there's an adjournment. If there's an adjournment, then there's a huge cost that arises because there's several government bodies and so on and so forth. So there is a cost to not being able to complete things in this line of work. Historically, the people that we're fighting with in court, they could have thrown us in jail or done a number of other things since the introduction of modern laws that respect human rights and create some sort of transparency in government affairs. Because they cannot do those things, they create bureaucratic ways of achieving the same effect. But it's the same thing. They're corrupt, they're trying to avoid accountability, and they do whatever they can to achieve that.